big news today. Obviously, I'm sure most people saw it. If they didn't, they caught Paul Tudor Jones on CNBC, and he was, yeah. He was talking about the Fed meeting on Wednesday and the importance of it. And if they ignore like everything is okay, then this is a sign that we should be investing in tech.
I've been telling y'all.
His prediction is 20% increase. That's pretty aggressive. So I'm interested to hear your take on it, and then we just open up a discussion.
Paul Tudor Jones is the Michael Jordan of futures trader, hands down. So I would never say anything to go against him. I'm arguably Kobe though. So number 8 and 24 healthy with the stem
if
cells.
I do say so myself.
No, this ain't back in the day, right? I'm just being real. Like, so, but if he's telling you tech, if he induces you to do it, like, you think we're going to get back to writing shit on loose leaf? Like, most people don't even know, kids don't even know how to write in cursive. I don't think. And then also from an inflation standpoint, let's say if we go to 6 or 7%, the only advantage we will have is fintech banks and then tech with a considerable edge. I know everybody's like, yo, Apple has no room to run. When you have $1 trillion, it's a lot of companies you can buy. Some of your favorites. Who's to say they won't go snatch up HBO Max, or it's a lot of money to play with. So everyone go check out the interview on CNBC. Stop worrying about inflation. Stop worrying about short-term horizon. People do that for press, to sell ads, and to get attention. Like, stop falling for the same trick month after month and all this hype. Kudos to Prudent Mom, who I saw in chat, says she's been in VTI for 10 years.
Hey,
put in chat how long, how well you're doing off that. Just invest for the long term. Like, if I am your competitor, which I'm not, I'm your brother, your advocate. But if I was your competitor, I would do everything in my power to make sure that you would stop investing.
Yeah,
that's the trick.
So when obviously when they talk like that and they hear inflation, people start thinking, well, if it does happen, well, what type of trades I should be in? And so I'm just thinking from a consumer standpoint, spots like Alibaba make sense to me. Amazon obviously has always made sense to me. Facebook, all these type of places that you can use as a barometer to say, all right, if inflation happens, all right, this is the next place. You got any other positions that you think would be a nice spot?
Here's a formula, right? Because I'll get into my full formula one day, maybe in a year, because I don't want y'all to copy my ass, because you know how I do. But whatever the inflation number, you need to look for companies that consistently give a multiple of 3, whatever that number is. So inflation, if inflation goes to 9%, the ones that I'm in are going to print higher than that anyway. So that's why I tell you, go look at the 20-year. So you want to know everything good and bad under good CEOs. I know if Microsoft loses their CEO and they get a volatile executive, as Ballmer was, I know they'll probably be flat. If they have a great CEO who's calm, collected, great upbringing, the upswing is there. Microsoft built the base for a long time. If Tim Cook leaves and let's say Elon becomes CEO, Apple will fall flat. It would do the same thing as Microsoft, but I would hedge and then understand how long I want to build my base. So when that 10-year, when it bumps up, we're good. That's why I keep saying, if Tesla gets a Tim Cook and let's say Elon goes to chairman and they find a Tim Cook, $1,500 price target for Tesla. Because then the street will get behind it, the funds will get behind it. Then now you can't put Tesla in a pension fund right now because of the volatility. So the ones that I've proactively been in, Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, VGT, MGC, Shopify, the top 10, they're going to take care of that. But last year was, W recovery and U recovery. And last week or last month, it was Doge. It's always some obstacle in the way. The asset that you're invested in should knock all that shit out. Good asset you want. I've never went to sleep and invested in Apple or Microsoft. I'm like, damn, I wonder if inflation's going to take my edge away. You don't have a good company if that's the case. So I know you guys want something sexy and something new. The top 10 that have been running the world, keep adding to aggressively. Or do what you want to do. But if you want results, you'll follow.